This is interesting. Now, I did my best not to prematurely judge this anime before it debuted, and it's been a pleasant surprise so far. So, let's talk about the latest from Shuichiro Watanabe, the creator of Cowboy Bebop, Samurai Champloo, and Space Dandy, among others. Adult Swim's Lazarus. Hmm. In the not too distant future of 2055, a miracle cure known as Hopna becomes a lethal drug that will wipe out all of humanity within 30 days' time. With few options available, a group with the codename Lazarus is assembled to find Hopna's elusive creator, skin before it's too late. I did something a bit different actually with this anime. And with the pedigree of its creative talent, I chose actively to not take in much previous material before it debuted earlier this month. With that in mind, the crew also contains the likes of Daiki Watanabe, no relation but an accomplished figure in his own right, and Chad Stahelski of John Wick fame. So, as you can imagine, it's got style and showmanship aplenty. Though Watanabe has a signature style to be sure, it's just interesting to see how it applies to different time periods and spectrum of storytelling. This is no exception, especially how it applies to music. Bebop had a mixture of classic rock and freeform jazz. Champloo infused hip hop and rap music into a 17th century Japanese period setting. Space Dandy had island music and 50s rockabilly tunes to match a dandy who was very much like an anime Zapp Brannigan. Naturally, this anime's vision in the future, or we're potentially headed towards based on where we are now, it's very much a cyberpunk new 2050s. That's roaring 20s big bands and more electronic dance music, and not just in this week's episode either. On top of the incredibly slick animation and distinct character types, especially like Axel's backstory as a chronic prison breaker, I'm also glad the pattern of naming each episode a piece of music or other pop culture is intact. For instance, the episode queued up for next week is called Pretty Vacant, and the one after that is called Heaven's Place on Earth. It's a great example of not just the creator's talents, but also how you can make an animated series adult without exclusively relying on gratuitous violence and sex or whatever that terrible anime Good Times doing last year. Overall, while it remains to be seen if this will have the same impact as Watanabe's other works, Lazarus has more than enough to offer to recommend it. That's all for now, and I'll see you all again soon, going to Oahu and Thunderbolts next week, so take care, everyone.